should be unmuted now. Yep, there's a sound. Alright, everything's good. Alrighty. I spy with my little eye, but seem, stubby bassist. Right on time. Hello, my friend. And hello to everybody else who may also be lurking, chilling, or generally just kind of hanging out. Y'all know what day it is. Happy Sunday. If it is a happy Sunday, I hope. Let me pop my bones a little bit, stretch out some. How are people doing? Hopefully the day is finding you well. Turn on back the music just a little bit. Found some stuff that I think should be good. Got about 20 minutes of rain from... Oh, I should make sure that I'm actually looking at my essays. I see. Pretty uneventful? That's good. That's good. Then if y'all only got like 20 minutes of rain, then I guess down by me where I used to live is also pretty chill, which is good. But no, that's good, Very good. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just trying to get these stretches on. Mostly because, despite the very braggadocious tweet I made saying that yes, I'm winning this ambush this time, I'm willing to put even odds on the fact that when I do it, we're gonna get dunked on, potentially. That is gonna be... ouch. Oof. That's probably gonna be the hardest part of the night tonight. I am probably going to cheat and use a save state, just in case things don't go super great, because we're making it past there and we're not sitting back. How far back did we go after the wipe? So I haven't played again since, but going by what I remember, we're probably back at the start of Planet Styx, because I don't think I made a safety. I don't think I made like a safety state when we got to the time gate, so I gotta remap out the whole planet. Well, not the whole planet. I have to remap out the path back to the time gate, and then we gotta pick it up from there, basically. Oh, I did. Well, I might not made a safety save state. I'm gonna load one and see where it puts us. Oh, but an actual save. Oh right, I made one for the Aqua Ellie. So yeah, there's one for the Aqua Ellie. There's one for Planet Styx. What I'm gonna try to do first is I'm gonna load the save on Planet Styx and just see if because the main issue is more along the lines of just I can't wait once the ambush happens. So I'm gonna see, the tactics wise, what I'm thinking of doing is that we're gonna try to see first if we can kind of brute force our way past it. I would rather not have to revert back to the Aqua Ellie save state unless I really have to. If I do have to revert back to the Aqua Ellie save state, the plan is going to be to either refine or do some other stuff with see what other stuff I can do with inventions and see how much of a leg up I can get in terms of like sheer attack power, and see if I can blast out the ambush that way. But you'll see about that. We will see about that. So as a reminder to the stream, we are still raising money for the Veil Project. Currently we are at $360 out of our goal of $500. If you can donate, do. If you can't, just feel free to type in !donate, and Nightbot will give you some information about why we are raising money for the Veil Project, but also a handy dandy link that you can pass on to anybody that might be looking to donate. I'm clicking the donations primarily because that's my way of kind of paying forward all the efforts that are kind of going down on the ground. Just because you may not be hearing about it in the news as much anymore doesn't mean that Black lives stop mattering. And so my support to the Bail Project is my way of paying forward that fact. So yeah, !donate will give you the link and information for that, so feel free to check it out. Ouch. There is probably a special, I'm thinking about it, and there will probably be a special incentive if we are able to make the goal, so let the people know. Anyway, now that we've more or less covered that, let me just turn down my music. That incentive in question is probably going to be voting privileges over the next game I'm going to cover. Because I had plans for one initially, but I know someone that is now currently covering that game. I don't want to play concurrently with him at the moment, just because. So I have a list of games that I was thinking of doing next. If we're able to make our 500, then I'm going to put it up to a vote to the channel, and so to let the people decide. The thing I have to do is make sure that it's actually showing properly. 1 second, let me mix down this thing. Alrighty. So, last time on Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Sean edition. I also realized I didn't introduce myself, so let me rewind a second. For those of you that may be new to the the stream, my name is Sean. I make games, I play games. Games basically is kind of my jam. Right now, basically what I do is I will stream a little bit of progress from like my current game design project if I'm working on one, or if I have progress to show, followed by like a game of my choice basically. We've been working on Star Ocean since the stream started for the last little while. Last stream I showed off a little bit of my current project, Mage Princess Alia. There haven't been any like new developments on that front, so probably by next Friday or the week after, we'll have something more to show on that front. But Star Ocean, though, was chosen primarily because I played it a lot when I keep saying a kid, but really it's more accurate to say when I was a teenager. And so it was a game that I really appreciated a lot as a teenager, but I'm sort of coming back to it as an adult to sort of recontextualize some of the things that I may have either really enjoyed about it and forgot about, or some of the things that I didn't really enjoy about it and forgot about. Among those being falling blocks whose angles you can't see because the camera angle of the game is fixed. How finicky the item creation system is, and enemies that are really strong and kind of very frankly like extreme nervousness inducing. But that's more this part. So last time on the stream, oh, I thought I heard my thing for, I'm also waiting on a milkshake. So at some point I may have to just pause the stream very quickly, go up, get the milkshake, and then bring it back. I need the energy to get through this next part. Basically, last time on Star Ocean 3, we discovered that in order to kill and dethrone God, we were going to have to travel into 4-dimensional space. For the purpose of that, we are on the planet, Planet Styx, to enter the Time Gate, which was believed to be for time travel, but is in fact, it is not a time travel. It was believed to be for time travel, but is in fact a gate to this 4D space place. Basically, we're on this planet. We use this quote-unquote time gate to TLDR, we're gonna space travel instead of time travel and go into the 4D world and kill and dethrone God, basically. That's the plan. But in my case on stream, what basically happened was We sat through a bunch of cutscenes. I got clapped in an ambush, and then I kind of just ended the stream with a really sad look on my face. I just realized that the implication of this is that God is a game developer. Yeah. Oh, right. So on last stream, we did also find out that basically the nature of the... We're going to see the cutscene again because I died. But effectively speaking, the nature of the world is such that... blah blah matrix, blah 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 is the simplest way to put it. It's more complicated than that, but I'd rather let the game explain over again. Steppy is kind of sort of hinting at what is actually going on, but in the interest of not grossly oversimplifying it when the game is about to explain it again, what he's saying is more or less correct. Sorry, I had a brain stop. I'm trying to find this to wake up this fellow because these enemies hurt. As we discovered when I made the mistake of actually trying to like kind of fight them up front, the enemies on this planet are not for that. They hurt, and as I've mentioned, and this is more of just like a game designer's brain thing, crud. He says, as one of my characters literally nearly died. Yeah, if I do that every now and again, that's me checking to see if my delivery came yet or not. Only because these headphones are very good at blocking out noise, so it's very easy for me to not hear it if I'm not listening. Alright, let's see. I don't think I remember there being any chests in here. Yeah, they really don't. Right, and that was one of the things I was saying is part of like my designer brain thing, where it's like, at this point in the story, basically your last remaining set of allies effectively got like flash fried, basically. You're on this planet alone, and there is no getting... Well, Cliff's gonna die, I think. Whoa, okay. Okay, no, this is bad. I'm gonna die. Yeah, no, they really don't want you staying here, like, at all. Why do they hit so hard? I honestly wish I could tell you. I've been trying to figure it out, but I don't know. Yeah, no, they hit hella hard. For, like, no reason. I don't think I can synthesize better equipment to even reduce the pain either. It's just a matter of... Nope. We're leaving. Bye. So, I think Divine Wave, though, looking at it, is a weak attack, so I could probably parry that. The main problem is that they use that almost never, and so it's more of an issue of Well, I could fight it. So I can probably block that one, but sometimes it's just better to run. Yeah. Okay.
So much I wanted to do.
Yeah. Technically I do have a save from the moon base, but it was from when I was grinding off. Oh, hold on. I'm getting a call. Excuse me. Yes, hello. Alright, I'll be right down. Alrighty, that was quite literally my food delivery. Give me 1 second and I will be right back. And then while I'm away, I'm going to be figuring out how the hell we get around this. I have to question the design choice of putting enemies so hard to fight in such tight spaces. I agree. I think it is, again, mostly just a function of, and I know I'm probably reading a little bit too much into this, deliberately wanting to kind of make the player feel pressured, where it's like, okay, so you really don't want to hang around this place. And you need to be taking it seriously, so you're a bunch of really hard enemies to fight in really tight corners. Seriously, don't fight these nerds. Something like that, anyway. Alright. Got the milkshake. Got the cheese fries. Let's rumba. Actually, now I think about it, I think part of the problem is also that Maria um, isn't really leveled up. Now I think about it, that's probably part of the issue. Because look at how much HP she had. Yeah. So Fate is like the only character that's roughly okay. Maria is like 10 levels under him. So, this is probably a function of me also not grinding enough at Moonbase, honestly. Mostly because I forgot. Probably just by virtue of how long it's been since I played. I forgot how dangerous Styx is. And so, here we are. Wait.
Be careful. There's no turning back now, is there?
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I think... might be able to turn this around. I'm gonna have to invent more resurrection elixirs at some point. I should have done it earlier, really, but alright, hold on. I think I can... Alright, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, this works a little bit better. But also, as I thought, that really, really big green wave attack that the Proclaimers use is, it's a weak attack, so it can be blocked. Not the one where they swirl and the big magic circle and all the other stuff, but that other, like, green blasty aura thingy. Oh, that's not good. Alright, good. This game has draw distance issues in places like this. I feel like actually, I think they're doing it on purpose, as far as like keeping the draw distance short, at least here. I think part of it is, again, pressure. I don't know, I may also just be like a dirty Phoenix apologist, I don't know. But it feels like the main thing here is that there's, again, it's about tension and pressure. So they're trying to like limit your... They're limiting your sight lines and generally just making it more difficult for you to react to things, just because there's less to look at. Yeah, Maria, I should have done some grinding with Maria before I put her back in the party. So, probably at some point, I'm gonna have to work out something for that before I start using her again. Because this is no joke. I'm gonna try to limit the amount of grinding I do, like, during stream, because I know that isn't fun for people to watch, per se. But, I may have to do at least a little bit. Not what I meant to do, but... Alright, there we go.
That was easy. I deserve a medal.
So that's 2 ablative shields. Let me see what's up with that and see. Because I think that's equipment, probably. Carbonite. Ablative. Oh yeah. Oh boy. I will take those, thank you. Of course, none of them can wear it. They're the ones that would need it the most, or the heavy stuff the most, but you know. No surprises there. I also sort of don't remember the path. Okay, can I sneak around this nerd? Yep. Oh, that's a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure that mostly all of this is on purpose, just to make it harder to get out. It's not a draw distance issue, as in, oh, this is a bug. I'm like pretty sure this is intended. Yeah, right. That one's the dead end. I'm trying to remember where the whoop. That's really cool. Can't look at that right now. Skirt around the proclaimer. I remember that going to the left of this convictor over here that we're about to... that thing. Pretty sure that if I'm not careful is a loop around this side. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, some of the draw distance stuff might be technical limitations, but I think also some of it is deliberately just, like, to stress you out. I think. But suppositions are kind of dangerous. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think we managed to avoid the loop. So if we make it to the next area, okay. Gotta make a safety one right there, because now that we made it here, there are no enemies, and we just have to go to where the time gate is, and we're good to go.
So this is the time gate.
The gene of connection. Sophia, Dr. Linegood said you have the genetic power to create a path through the time gate and into 4D space.
The TLDR, people that might have missed it, is that basically speaking, Eight's dad experimented on Maria and Sophia.
I have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Well, that's understandable.
I'm sorry.
As well as his own son.
Don't say that. There's nothing to apologize.
Like I said earlier, the whole joke about killing and replacing God, I wasn't kidding. Or killing and dethroning God, I wasn't kidding. Basically, the three of them were experimented on in order to have the power to fight against these 4D beings who are currently attempting to destroy the entirety of the universe that we live in. And who are the ones that created it.
But I'm letting you all down.
Don't worry about it.
If you say so.
Sophia's powers haven't manifested yet.
I know.
Well, we won't get anything accomplished just standing around here. Let's check out the gate.
Good idea.
What is it, Sophia?
My head hurts.
Are you okay?
I'm just getting in the way, aren't I?
No, you're not, Sophia.
Not at all, Sophia. And don't be afraid to say when you're hurting.
It moves?
This is how it normally operates.
So yeah, and I think I said this last stream, but if you played other Star Ocean games, the time gate features in only one other one that I can think of off the top of my head, which is the first one. So if you played Star Ocean before, you'll know the significance of it by the time you get here, and so I can imagine that if you were one of those kinds of fans, you're like, wait a minute, it's a portal to where? This would be all kind of very shocking.
What is it?
My hand. It's hot. What's happening? I don't understand.
Sophia!
She's manifesting.
You okay?
I think so.
Whoa.
What was that? The time gate. It's...
What the hell is that?
amazing. That's 4D space.
Yep.
It might be.
It is.
How do you know?
I don't know why, but I can sense it. Yes. This is 4D space.
Yeah, I can sense it too.
Something deep down inside is telling me that too.
If you guys feel that way, it must be true.
If you all feel that way, it must be.
Yes, Cliff. Now literally just said that.
That means the creator lies somewhere beyond this gate.
Say, can we even exist in 4D space?
Yeah, it's a completely different dimension.
There's no way we can know for sure. Still, I don't think Dr. Linegood would have overlooked this.
Right, but we can't know for sure, can we?
I wonder.
We can't turn back now. Let's go take on this creator and whatever else faces us on the other side.
Well, there you have it. Decisiveness is a virtue.
You're right. Let's go, everybody. Let's find and defeat the creator.
I do admit that I find this next scene very cool. Get a screenshot of it real quick.
What the?
Something came out of the Eternal Sphere display.
Cool. Is that a new feature?
Where are the executioners?
Yeah, I'm just grabbing screenshots.
No clue, but this must be 4D space.
Wow, we made it here safely. What a relief.
Thinking about it though,
Sure is.
I think this is the smallest party size you can actually have at this point in the game. This is a character I'm pretty sure whose recruitment I managed to put off like 3 times already. Yeah, there's that character. I didn't recruit Pepita. Yeah, so I think I'm missing like 2 characters that could be here right now that aren't.
Tense usually.
You can say that again. What is this place?
This is definitely 4D space. No mistake there.
Indeed.
What the hell's going on here?
Hey, did I hear you say executioner?
Yes, you did.
There are 7 party slots in the select screen thing for your information. Yeah, so if I remember correctly, the final party composition I could be looking at is Fate, Sophia, Cliff, Maria, Nell, for the 5 I have now, plus redacted character, other redacted character, and I guess if I really wanted to, Albel, but I don't want to get Albel. So I think you have space for like actually 8 people in the party total. The 2 adapted characters, I believe, are mandatory.
Glad Karen.
That's not exactly what we meant, kid.
Hey, don't worry. I'm not one of the bad guys.
I wonder.
Come to my house. I think you may find out what you want to know there.
Well, he doesn't look particularly dangerous.
Rogers VA. Oh, it's Akime. Hey, Akime, what's up? Hopefully your Sunday. Good lord. Hopefully your Sunday's going well. What about Rogers VA specifically? Oh.
Maybe we will learn something.
Same as Vlad, I think, yeah. I just caught that. Because I was listening in a minute, I'm like, wait a minute. They do sound alike. Except Vlad's not annoying. He's a kid, but he also doesn't want to come with us, which is why I think by default I find him a little bit less like.
That's right.
That's me.
Right. Okay, let's go. It seems like he knows something about the executioners, and we've nothing to gain from staying here.
Nothing ventured, as they say.
That's true.
It's decided then.
They do sound alike, so I think that is pretty accurate.
Come on.
So security right here. Those are the bastards that ended our stream on a low note a couple days ago. This time,
I'm home.
when I say I'm gonna clap them, because, you know, fuck the police, I'm gonna clap them. This time anyway.
Welcome back. Vlad, who are those people? And what's with those weird outfits?
Huh? Oh, they're just friends. Friends of mine.
Friends. I see.
Alright, DK, you got rocked pretty hard last time. So this time, 1, I am not gonna be caught by surprise. 2, I said I was gonna win, so I'm gonna win. Sorry, I'm trying to hype myself up. Tell myself it enough times and it'll happen, right? So,
Oh, what's your full name? And where were you born?
My name?
Akime though. My son, making friends? Gonna call the cops.
Why do you want to know that?
Nothing much. Just something I want to check.
My name's Fate Line God. I'm from Earth.
Good. Okay. There it is.
So to be fair, I came home with a bunch of adults and I was a kid. My mom would probably not be too keen on that. So, yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you are who I thought you were. Great. I believe it now. It's just like Blair said.
Blair?
If you know something, could you please tell us?
You're not related to those executioners, are you?
Kinda looks like a holdup. Yeah, yeah. It is pretty suspicious.
No, not really. How should I explain this? You guys live in the Eternal Sphere, right?
Eternal Sphere?
So one thing that does bother me, now I'm thinking about it, unless Dr. Line God didn't include the part where he went to Styx, and the time gate explicitly referred to the Eternal Sphere as the universe in which you are. So, when we went to Moonbase, and went to go see Fate's dad's lab, he actually talked about Time Gate and how it warned of the coming of the creator and how the creator would like wipe the universe clean because blah blah blah, delving into forbidden arts of symbological genetics and so on. But the weird thing is that in that video, or in that cutscene, it made it sound like Dr. Line God included footage of, when he was on the planet and the Time Gate spoke to him, and the Time Gate already referred to the Eternal Sphere as the universe in which you all live. TLDR, Fate should understand this information already, and yet he doesn't.
Yeah, check it out.
Like with other, it's okay if they're, and the other party members were there too, so they should all know, at least in reference to what 4D beings think the Eternal Sphere is, they should already understand this. But they don't. That just caught my attention, and I don't like that. So yeah, when we fight those dragony things, that's what they can. That's what the stronger ones can do to like full-on battleships.
Hey, that's...
Huh? Why?
That's a battle between the Federation and the Executioners.
That's right. This is what's happening right now in the Eternal Sphere.
Usually RPG. There's a word in there that I muted for ableism reasons. Starts with a D, ends with a B, 4 letters. Yeah. Muted that for ableism reasons. So, usually RPG protagonists are silly or uninformed or ignorant to catch the player up with what's going on. Had this issue with Persona where they would always repeat the same questions. Yeah. So the word that I swapped in there is the one that's blocked by my blacklist filter.
What's happening?
But no, I get what you mean. Like the RPG protagonists are usually like ignorant or otherwise like not attentive, and so they miss things.
Hey, kid, what the hell is this Eternal Sphere thing anyway? How can we see the fight between the Federation and the Executioners?
Yeah, I mean, it's just a filters thing. Because I've seen people like start like laying in with that word in other streams and start using it in ways that I'm like, you know what, we're not doing that here. So, preemptive.
Relax. I'll explain everything. The Eternal Sphere is a universe inside a simulator. Earth is one of the planets inside that universe.
A simulator?
You can watch the Eternal Sphere and the events happening in the Milky Way on any terminal. And you guys are characters from inside the Eternal Sphere simulator.
Hey, what's this kid saying?
We're just characters living inside a simulator?
That's right.
In other words, we're programs?
Well, yeah, if you want to put it that way.
So, you're saying that our universe is nothing more than a computer game?
I gotta take a screen cap of this one again. Mostly because sometimes in my I have no idea how it seems like I never chipped the Nightbot filter. You're just very good at avoiding words that will cause it. I will just say preemptively that like the words stupid, numb, and are all kind of hit by the blacklist. So if you don't use any of those, then you're fine. Oh, hey Vallejo. Hi friend. You're here just in time for us to almost go back to this ambush that like clapped me up at the end of last stream.
No, it's an online reality that everyone shares.
Right. And then basically we're just kind of recapping the truth of the universe as it is in Star Ocean. TLDR, because I think you were here last stream anyway, so you remember it. But technically, their universe is just a computer simulation. Like, kind of a weaker version of the Matrix or something. We're doing good, I think. My Shake Shack came a little late, but it's here. So I've got the energy to clap these security clowns. So I'm doing okay. But I'll let the rest of the chat kind of speak for themselves. Hopefully they're also doing okay.
Nobody can reset it, so it's not what you'd think of as a game. I guess it's kind of a parallel world.
We're just puppets for you people to manipulate?
Well, in a way, yeah. But you all have your own individual AI programs, so you're really not that different from us. It's not like we can move you around with a joystick or anything like that. That's why I think you're more or less like us. You just live in a different dimension.
For a kid, this is actually a pretty nuanced take, honestly.
Thus, the parallel world.
So, for clarity's sake, because I know that we only got to this near the end of stream last time, and I was sort of like, and afterwards I was in the emotional haze and stupor of painful defeat. Effectively speaking, think of the Eternal Sphere as it's sort of like an MMO, but more along the lines of like an MMO that's deliberately left to kind of run and simulate its own devices most of the time. Think of it as if like not World of I don't want to talk about World of Warcraft. Fuck Blizzard. But yeah. I'm kind of jaded to the fourth wall break canon lore where a video game after Elder Scrolls. It's the Oasis lol. Yeah, this twist gets taken out of proportion really. If you didn't know that, TS does that. Yeah, it does kind of. Yeah, because even the way that Flat explains it just now, the simplest way to think of it is that it's something along the lines of, if you want to use an analogy that is like completely separate from all of these, it's like somebody invented an MMO that for the most part runs entirely autonomously on its own, with the AI actors doing kind of whatever they want. Yeah, it's a really advanced digital ecosystem. And so people can occasionally kind of insert themselves into things and sort of influence how things work from outside of 4D space in the Eternal Sphere. But like Vlad said, it's not something you can just like completely reset and start from zero per se. It's not like a video game in that sense. It's, yeah, basically that. And yeah, this was a really, yeah, TES just explains it as the dreams of a sleeping god, but there's canon lore for the console and shit, so yeah, lol. Yeah. So yeah, the way that this game handles it, like this ending like freaked people out, and they're like, no, or rather, this twist is like, this is just a really terrible plot twist. You just made it up for like shock value. It's just shock value. It wasn't really well foreshadowed at all. It wasn't very well foreshadowed at all. But, well, lie. There is maybe like one or two hints if you want to kind of, yeah, it doesn't make the universe more or less real, IMO. Yeah. TLDR, the Thomas the Tank Engine Skyrim Yeah, more or less. Oh, Lord. I guess this might be less novel after 17. Yeah, there's also that, right? Like, time has kind of rolled on.
Mm-hmm.
Then what are those executioners? Are they programs too?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. According to a recent press release, a problem was found in the Milky Way region of the Eternal Sphere simulation. That's where you guys live, right? They say if they don't do something about that problem, it'll affect the entire program. The executioners were sent in to delete anomalies that caused the problem.
So they're fixing bugs.
You're kidding me. I figured those things weren't gods, but now you're telling me they're programs?
But wait, if we're programs, how can we exist here? If what he's saying is true, this should be impossible.
Now that I don't understand either.
That must be Maria's power. The alteration gene.
Yes, that must be it. The power given to me by Professor Line God. A program created by a program. It's kind of scary if you think about it.
So even though they only briefly allude to it here, I'll probably go find the when I make it out of the ambush, I'll open up the I'll open up the in-universe dictionary that I have literally had no reason to open up until now, because if I did, it would have spoiled all of this shit if I'd read the wrong articles.
Say, kid, how do you know so much about all
But
this?
it does actually, and especially if you're already paying attention to how Maria's powers work, English is weird. If you pay attention to how Maria's powers work, then that whole thing actually makes complete sense.
Cuz, my buddy works for the company that developed the Eternal Sphere.
TLDR is basically that Maria's power allows her to alter the density of matter within the Eternal Sphere. And so, if she can do that, that means that she can control, I guess, because density, if I remember correctly, if I'm not messing up my science, is just like how closely packed together molecules are. So if she can alter that in the Eternal Sphere, then that means that in 4D space, she basically draws together molecules and makes their bodies and stuff. If a computer file could write a program itself that could then come into the real world and have the power to destroy anything, I'd be scared too. Yeah.
Her name is Blair. She told me all sorts of things. But don't get me wrong, I'm really not one of the bad guys.
But, so, yeah, Stubby, you're not wrong, but I want to... I don't think the dictionary spoils things. If I remember correctly, it adds and updates articles at points in the story, but it's been 9 or more years since I played this fully. The way that it works is that as you learn more terms, whether it's from other dictionary articles or in-game, you can learn new dictionary article terms from the dictionary, and then by proxy, kind of follow it down the chain. It does update over points in the story. I may have to start a fresh file just to confirm it to make sure I'm not misremembering. But my general understanding is that basically, if you follow a certain chain of, if you do a dictionary walk in the right way, you can get from Fate to his father, and then from his father to the project, and then it kind of comes up that way very early in disc 1 if you're reading too far ahead.
Curiosity mainly. Programmed life forms coming into the real world? Amazing! I mean, who would ever imagine such a thing?
Many years later, recreators would.
Now that you put it that way.
You guys came here to stop the executioners, right? What do you think your chances are? Think you can do it?
TLDR, yes. Alright, I'm gonna make another safety,
Security?
I'm gonna make another safety save here, just in case things go pear-shaped. Different slot though, so that if I have to, I can...
Bad guys?
We'll have to sit through the cutscenes again if I decide to change my party lineup, so I'm gonna do my best to not need to do that.
I didn't do anything!
I know you didn't, Vlad.
Get your hands up! You people are under arrest!
Yeah, don't want to have to watch all of this again if I wipe yet.
Mom, did you call security?
Vlad, what was I supposed to do? I was so worried about you.
Aw, Mom, can't you mind your own business?
And I'm gonna keep this, I'm gonna do my best to keep this light, but at the same time, note that both Vlad and his mother look intensely white. Yeah. I do wonder, why does the fourth dimension need such a trailer? Yeah, that's my question, really.
What do we do now?
For certain reasons that
Whatever we do.
Akime is kind of hinting at, there shouldn't be any reason that they need it. We're gonna find out after the ambush why that's the case. But let's just get to it first. Okay. So I'm going to actually pause it and take proper stock of how many enemies there actually are and why this is an issue.
Surrender quietly.
Okay. Hang on, no. Okay. Yep. Yeah, see, What did I tell you? See? Oh, whoop. Hold on. Ah. Nice. Excellent. Wow, cool. We had our first spot. How did these guys flatten you so much? Thinking on it, I was mashing. I had no experience. I was mashing. I didn't have any fury to block. I was being impatient. And the most important thing, which will come to me in a second, I think I had Maria in the party. And she wasn't ready for that smoke. But I told you we were going to get past that ambush.
Damn you!
That was too easy.
That was easy. I assumed everyone in 4D was tough, like the executioners.
I guess the executioners are exceptions.
The executioners must be specially designed for the Eternal Sphere.
Counterpoint, and I just now realized this. Keep in mind that with our characters basically being advanced AI, they have basically optimized themselves for combat against extremely dangerous things, and they're basically, it's like the equivalent of one of them, like a character. It's like the equivalent of Ryu from Street Fighter coming out of your TV to then say, "Hey, let's have a fight."
I think you're probably right.
Here, this is for you!
What's this?
If you guys don't believe what I tell you, then check it out for yourselves. There's a special Eternal Sphere terminal in Gemini. Go take a look.
Vlad, stop it this instant!
Smart little brat.
Let's go to Gemini like Vlad suggested, and figure out what this disc does.
Yeah, good call. So, welcome to the residential district of Archives. I don't care what happens, there's no way I'm letting you come through here. Leave now. Do you want me to call the security service again? Wait, Mom. That's Vlad. You keep your mouth shut. Just get out of here. Okay. So, dictionary. So yes, I very deliberately haven't been looking at any of this. The dictionary is like full of stuff. A completely ordinary person who lives in the town of Archives in 4D space. As a mother overly obsessed with education, Julie is so concerned with ensuring that her son leads a happy life, she tries to force many things on him that he has no interest in whatsoever. Julie is attempting to find meaning and somehow redeem the many disappointments of her own life by pouring all of her energy into her son. Yeah, dictionaries mean a city in 4D space, one of the satellite cities where many of the inhabitants of the 4D universe live. Space-time station ties all of the major cities together. The inhabitants of the Eternal Sphere find the psychological makeups of the 4D beings that live in this place to be curious creatures. They make sense in some ways, but not in others. So yeah, as you can see, as I read these entries, more things come up. So if I had started reading from like really early on, I would have spoiled at least Fate's power well in advance of actually seeing it. A small ship based on the Aqua Ellie, used to transport small numbers of passengers down to planets. Although the Calnus possesses neither especially strong weaponry nor powerful shields, it does have the offensive capability to take on an enemy as powerful as a combat ship. So TLDR, the dictionary is really good at kind of picking up that stuff. I think I can look up Earth real quick and then we should get going. Political bodies and places. Earth. The third planet of the Sol system. Do you need to know any more than that? Yeah, that's pretty good. We have reports that the people living in this house have been harassed by some strange-looking thugs. That's why we're beefing up patrols. Depending on who you listen to, these murderous criminals slice dozens of people to ribbons. You should be careful too, it's not safe to wander around here. Whatever, dude. I don't know if it's because of the games or the comic books, but youngsters these days seem a little odd. My way of thinking, it doesn't make sense to envy those who have to work every day to meet ends meet. Okay, so we're beginning to get some of the actual meat of what's weird about 4D space. Just a little bit. My dad works at a famous company, Sphere. Isn't that cool? I'm serious. We're starting to touch on a little bit of the weirdness here. I may have to go look up some of the dictionary entries to fill it. Don't you think it would be nice to actually become a character in a movie or a novel? Sure, you can experience things in games, but it's not like that's real or anything. Yeah. I want to see if they talk about it without me having to go try to find the dictionary entry. Ah, man, it's so bright. I was up all night last night in the Eternal Sphere and still haven't slept yet. Ah well. At least I hit a new level, so I guess it was worth it. I can finally ride the bunnies too. I feel intensely cheated that I never got a chance to ride bunnies. At least not that I know of. Because look at me, I'm almost level 50 and I can't ride bunnies. What's up with that bullshit? I mean, there are plenty of Paleo, not like that, oh my god. I lived a completely ordinary life, not particularly good or bad. I guess it'll be like that until the very end. I wonder if this was good fortune or bad fortune. Alright, I'm gonna look at the dictionary real quick and see if they... Boy living in the town of Archives in 4D space. Completely addicted to the multiplayer game Eternal Sphere, developed by Sphere. Incidentally, Vlad's character, Major Alex, is a notable flying ace who shot down a total of 574 combat ships in the Third Tetragenesis War. The time he must have spent to achieve this may explain why his mother is constantly telling him to stop playing games and study. But he is smart enough to have gotten in with somebody that also works at Sphere, so... I'm not going to look at this entry yet because it might lead to spoilers. Space-time station. A place where 4D space inhabitants utilize spatial conjuncture technology. So rather than basically, yeah, Tetragens, yes, the people, the Tien Shinhan people, yes. So basically, what this article is saying is that 4D inhabitants have actually learned, unlike Star Trek transporters, which is the same as Star Ocean transporters, where they make copies of things in order to move stuff, in 4D space they can actually bend the fabric of space to connect two places together. Use of the space-time station is restricted by requiring governmental approval for each specific destination coordinate. The system does not allow anyone to freely travel anywhere they want. Yeah, so 4D space, see fourth dimensional space. Yeah, the universe where the 4D beings are thought to live. Fourth dimensional being, mysterious race that does that. Okay, so this might be spoilers a little bit, but I don't know if there's a dictionary entry that mentions it or not, so I'm just gonna kind of try to head to the chase a little bit. Basically speaking, the way that things work in 4D space is that people are not allowed to just like get up and do work, so to speak. They are actually like you actually have to have permission to work. You are literally not allowed to work unless the government tells you you can. Hey, can you believe it? People jumped out of that monitor over there just now. Just like that. I'm still in shock. If I'm not joking. If you don't believe me, ask somebody else. I'm one of them. Were you not paying attention? Hey, Fate, we came out of there, didn't we? Through my power. You know, I still can't believe it. I don't want to believe it. It's really true, isn't it? Yes. The monitor that they're talking about is this one. We can't go back through it. But yeah, that's the one we came out of. But yeah, so basically, in 4D space, you're literally not allowed to work unless the government tells you you can. The way you're dressed up, you must be from the Eternal Sphere, right? Where did you find that? A theme park in Gemini? Yeah, curved monitors existed before they existed IRL. Yeah. Hi there, mister. This is one of the satellite cities of the Lost City, called Archives. Lost City? One of the 7 major cities in 4D space. It's only of moderate size, but its top-class system of authority allows it to concentrate its capabilities. It's a city voice in various matters on par with the other major cities. At present, it is concentrating its efforts in the information and entertainment fields. Sci-fi has a track record of inspiring real technology. Yeah. So here are Archives, the space-time station. But yeah, so that's kind of the way things work in the Eternal Sphere. In 4D space, and with the government in particular, like you are literally not allowed to work unless the government says you can. And so basically, so actually the way that it winds up portraying this kind of state is not super great. Now that I think about it in retrospect.
It says Gemini is an amusement city. Wonder what it's like.
Don't know. We'll just have to go find out for ourselves.
Hey mister, since you came here, that means you have access to other towns, right? So how about giving me access, please? What, you don't have any access at all? Then what use are you? Alright, let's drop a save right here. Well, at this point, now that we're past here... Wait, how do we get access to Gemini? Gemini, sorry, and I didn't read it out loud. I may have missed it, or not said it clearly enough. Gemini is the only other place that you are allowed access to if you don't have access to anywhere else. So, basically, we're allowed here, so to speak. By default. But basically I think we can only go right now between Archives and Gemini. That's pretty much it. So this is that city Gemini that Vlad was telling us about. Wow. What's this? It's so bright, my eyes hurt. Looking at this place really drives home the fact that these people made our world. Yeah, this place already hurts your eyes. Yeah. This is no time to gawk. We have to look for a terminal for this Eternal Sphere that Vlad was telling us about. That's right. Yeah, so basically, they made Disney World out of everything that we know and love. Outfitter Muscle Garden. Take a look, take a buy. Ooh. Raises the success rate when creating items with cooking talent. There's a free one somewhere. Rapid Invocation. I'm getting one of these for Sophia. She needs it. So, I'm gonna give up a little bit of her int for this. But an authentic mental enhancer helps with stress. Only 10,000 full. Yeah, it's that kind of place. It feels real fucking awkward. Tavern, come together pub. I sure was into this game for a while. I used Logania as my main character against General Sigmund Zeke, who was one of the final bosses. Giving Lugania the Tome of Fire Magic and changing his class on either sun made winning so much easier than it would have been otherwise. So there's one other thing also to take note of here, is that even though Flad said this is more like a simulation than a game, you will notice that most people talk about it like it's a game. And at first thought, you might be like, that's totally a plot hole. But, less of one than you would think. Welcome. Check out our fine selection of weapons. Laser weapon, ablative shield. So, ceramic gauntlet, poleaxe, clown shoes, magician's rod, flaming gun, ceramic dagger. Yeah. Maybe I want 2 ablative shields? Because I can always go back to Moonbase and basically grind most of this money back. Shield. Yeah, the famous laser weapon. So yeah, laser weapons basically can be equipped by everybody, I think. It just changes shape to whatever that particular character needs. But eatery on Alter Row Past. Bread and tea, I love it. You're drinking tea, then you gotta have bread. How it works? The Force. Yeah, true. Set has risen to legendary status. Its price is constantly rising, creating a speculative market for the brand. But it's full HP recovery. Anyway, the point is, don't buy pomelo juice. Welcome. Here at Gemedy, in order to heighten your enjoyment of the park, we offer a full line of rental costumes. Please let us know if you'd like to change into one. Duct tape. Yeah. This is Gemedy, the world of dreams, a veritable wonderland, a world of fantasy. Forget about the real world and enjoy yourself. I want to point out that there is someone who is dressed like the queen of Aquaria here. Welcome, one and all. Please, relax and enjoy yourself. I'll be seeing you. One of the enemies that we normally fight off, that we face off against. Yeah, this place is like the bunny races. I forget what's over here. Wow, amazing. He's so good at games. I can't believe it. I forget what this place is, but there are a bunch of other mini games to play around here. Yeah, this might be the arena. No, Eternal Sphere Terminal Reception. A second dictionary. Or no, invention info. We just had some people enter.
Greetin' the technological superpower? Greetin' crafts craftsman Master Belinture has invented an incredibly powerful sword. He's named it Divine Avenger.
Okay, so people were saying that
The most powerful sword in the world.
the whole 4D space thing was not foreshadowed very well in Star Ocean
Incredible.
until the end of time, specifically in this game. They're correct. But there is one particular hint that at the very least,
Looks like only one of these ultimate weapons will be put
there
on
are
sale.
some unusual things going on.
Welch!
We basically talk to Welch here by using a thing called a compact communicator.
It's priced at, let's see, wow, 50 million full.
And the only reason we...
Who in the world could afford such a thing?
So, this compact communicator that we got from Welch, she's on Elicor 2, where they don't have that technology. So then the question is,
That was
how did she get it? Second. There we go.
Hey there, how's new product development going? Is there a rival that can...
Ooh. So Puffy is a recurring character in Star Ocean. We're not going to be able to recruit her for a while. If ever. Oh, yeah, secret rival who's been waging a bitter fight against Star Ocean players since Star Ocean 1. She's back for a third try. Yeah, they're not even trying now. But yeah, Ansala right here. I believe the only alchemist you'll ever need if you can recruit him. As you notice, his talent level is 90 frickin' 9. Yeah, he's really good, basically. That was Eternal Sphere access. I want to run around Gemini a little bit more. Show off some other stuff. So this is access to the Eternal Sphere. Those of you who remember playing Magic Chess in the Ancient Ruins of Mosul, they have another set of it over here, if you want to play that. I kind of don't. Over here is the Battle Arena. Yeah, I just noticed the text on the ground says Eternal Sphere. Oh yeah, it does. Eternal... I was reading it upside down. Yeah, so let's just advance the plot a little bit. We will come back and do some I'll do some mini games like off stream or something maybe. Because I want to do a bunch, but we'd be here like all stream, so. Welcome. This is the Master Eternal Sphere's interactive multiple time space program, the Eternal Sphere. You can send the same character data they use at home to another time or galaxy with this system. Of course, you can use this terminal just as you would any ordinary terminal. Enter the Eternal Sphere. At present, access to any time period of the Milky Way is completely prohibited. If you're playing in the Milky Way, I suggest to move to another galaxy.
What do we do now?
I think we can change the settings with that device there.
Don't ask me how Maria knows how to manipulate an input device that uses probably a language that she's never...
It's no good.
Well.
It's asking for an ID disk. Looks like you can't access from here unless you register first.
Seriously?
And after coming all this way,
we could use Flat's disc?
Maybe. It's worth a shot. Maria?
Okay, this looks good.
There's a scene skipped here where they spend 5 minutes figuring out where to put this. Yeah.
No.
What's wrong? It authorized us, didn't it? What's wrong?
It's like Flad said. The Milky Way is locked. You can't get in.
What should we do?
Excuse me, can I try?
Sure, I don't mind.
Access administrator. Whoa. Yeah, that's me. You may be wondering how I got into this situation.
How did that happen?
So in case you didn't see it, after Sophia touched it, it said administrator access granted on the screen.
What's going on?
I can't believe it. I've got system administrator privileges.
So yes, let me reiterate. Okay, I gotta put on emphasis here. Also, let me just send out a tweet right quick. Should that mean, in theory, they should have access to any time period that they want? Oh hey, Sinchek, what's up? As I boasted about on Twitter, I did in fact clap that just lurking. All good. But yeah, in case you didn't see it, we did in fact clap that ambush because literally none of those security dudes lift because, you know, they're cops. Cops suck. So we clapped them. They just got lucky last time. So now we are currently hacking the Gibson by touching it, basically. Some magic, you know.
Huh? What?
Yeah, so the only thing the cops clapped was that bonus gauge. Yeah, hold on, let me switch back to the game. But yes, literally the only thing that the cops clapped was my bonus gauge.
Sophia must have done something to it when she touched it. But how?
So let me reiterate, while we're kind of thinking about this. Sophia basically hacked an ultra powerful terminal just by touching it, because that's how her powers work. Program gave a program that was not yet completed when he gave the ability to said program the ability to hack terminals by touching them. This game's weird.
All I did was touch it. I thought maybe I could do something like I did with the time gate. I wished as hard as I could that I could go to the Milky Way. I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for? Oh. Are you talking about the GIF where Twisted does that amazing, legendary, like, slow stare to the camera and then back again that is almost a perfect loop? Because I saw that one too. That is.
You used the power of connection. You connected us to the Milky Way.
I'd play any version of this game that didn't take itself seriously like TTGL. Haha. Yeah.
I can't
just-
believe it actually works in this dimension too.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah. So, yes. So, to recap, the three powers that they're talking about, this power connection. So, destruction is what Fate has. And destruction basically makes it so that, and this is something that they don't talk about, but destruction lets Fate destroy things inside of the Eternal Sphere, but then outside of it, if I recall correctly, I think it's his power that enables all of the parties like magic and other skills to work normally. Alteration is Maria's power. It alters density within the Eternal Sphere, but then outside of it, it enables you to outside of the Eternal Sphere. Maria's power is what lets the Eternal Sphere inhabitants exist normally, and then Sophia's does magic basically, but effectively speaking, it allows her to both be a conduit to and from 4D space, basically.
At any rate, we're in. I'll grant myself access privileges to the Milky Way.
I
Then I'll
imagine,
leave a Trojan
you know,
that will allow me to access it whenever I want.
I imagine Sophia would be that service you'd call if you locked yourself out of your online accounts. Yeah, more or less. Also, don't ask me how Maria is going to leave a Trojan inside of a system that, again, she has no basis for understanding. Okay, I'm going to check in with Nell real quick. Because, remember, Nell is from Ellicor 2. She was already not used to, like, normal space stuff in the Eternal Sphere. Like the stuff that Fate and friends are used to. She has no frame of reference for any of that. And now, she has gone even further beyond that. And basically is, like, looking the gods of her universe in the eye, effectively. Took me a while to figure out a new way to GIF on Linux, but I got it now. Excellent, Vallejo. This will tell us whether or not these 4D beings really created our world, won't it? Of course, I hope that it is not true. Oh no. Oh. She's still in the denial stage, huh? That's not good. I wonder if Maria is okay. I wish I had better control over my power. My old program was Windows only lol. If Maria is a mean typist, I think she might even be the second fastest in the universe. Wow, but if she's second best in the universe, then who's the best? Well, I know one thing for sure. It ain't me. Okay, the characters that we entered in our own world's language are being converted automatically to the language of this world. Is this part of Maria's power of alteration? Okay. So there is an actual canon explanation, which is Maria's powers did it, stop worrying about it. Which makes sense in retrospect, to be completely honest with you. Okay, my nagging doubts solved. I found the Milky Way data, but it'll take a little longer to input our personal data. Sorry, you'll have to wait a little longer. Fine by me. How's Nell taking it? I have no problem with the idea that gods created our world. I will never be able to accept, however, that the gods made our world as a simple plaything. Never. This, I have such bad news for you. I am so sorry. Because by the looks of it, the gods have created your world as a simple plaything. I feel like Cliff is talking about himself being the fastest typist. If Fists of Fury says anything, what would Fingers of Fury do? That is a good point. Or Nell, yeah. Nell is not, understandably, like, not taking this well at all. How embarrassing that Maria has to do everything, even though my power is the key. Sophia, you literally got your power while you were literally in your mother's belly. There's only so much that can go on there. This game should be much easier to control if you just play it normally. If we assume that everything the kid Flad said was true, for all of us to continue existing as we are, we must enter all of our DNA information correctly. I don't know how she casually knows all of our DNA information, but okay, go off.
Okay, done.
Maybe she collected Vallejo?
Where would you
Vallejo.
like to try to go?
Okay. Using alteration to change your memory to knowing what it is? Okay, hang on a second. Vallejo is over here with the nastiness, so I gotta hit him with this frickin' Vallejo, really? Yo, blood. Nah.
Anywhere's fine with me.
I wonder what Claire and the others are doing. Can we try going to my planet?
Okay, so as you can see, we now have the ability to go many, many places. Vanguard 3, Ellicor 2, Moonbase. Not Styx. There is no way on God's green earth you are ever going to convince me to go back to Styx. Nuts to that. Exactly. Why would you want to? For grinding, really. But, like, the short answer is we're not going back to Styx ever. I'm going to go back to Ellicor because there's...
So you want to check out Ellicor too? Okay, let's.
Styx has everything. It has sand, death, destruction, sphere. Yep.
Hey, this is...
This would be Ellicor.
Unbelievable that we made it this far and we didn't even have to use the time gate.
Amazing.
I guess we have no choice but to believe what Vlad was telling us.
So we're really just programs? Somebody made us?
That's what it looks like, yes. I don't know what else to think.
If that's true, then the death of my father, and Amina and Dion, that was all part of some program?
Technically. So yeah, this is where the game also, I think, starts to mix its metaphors a little bit because, again, look at what Vlad said. He's like, listen, I think of y'all more as like running in a parallel world. Like, there are things that happen, like, for the most part, you all behave the same way that 4D beings do, right? And so, while they're, and I know we're retreading an old point, but while their existences are simulated, it is only from the perspective of, like, the 4D beings. For all intents and purposes, their own lived experiences are real.
Right. But even if we are programs, we're still alive. We have to be.
I feel like the writing tries so hard to keep the characters oblivious, despite everything that they learned.
If we see something as reality, then isn't that reality for us? Isn't that true?
Yeah, Vlad's perspective might be influenced by his developer friend, but it seems like, yeah, exactly. Which is something that I said earlier, Stubby. I'm in agreement with you, yes. Like, from their perspective, oh yeah, it's just a game. But, like, it's not.
Don't despair. You're stronger than that, aren't you?
You just have to believe what you feel in your heart. Let's choose to believe, Fate. Okay?
Yeah. All right. Besides, if we give up now, we'll let down my father and the crew of the Aquaeli.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's right. We're not done yet. We still gotta lay the smackdown on that creator for what he's done to us.
It's going to be dangerous.
Yes, I know. But if this isn't worth risking our lives for, what is?
Yeah, you're right.
But can we really beat the creator? A 4D being?
Of course we can. We defeated the security team. So we know we can hurt them.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. We'll just have to...
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, in theory, if I wanted to, I could in fact go back to the Eternal Sphere through this. Yeah, believing things are real is an important point in this game. Yes. There's one thing I just need to check. Okay. Ah, alright, so then the person I'm thinking of is not available yet. But yeah, so now we basically have the ability, if we step back into here, oh, I probably should have gone wandering around. I made the assumption that we'd be able to go back.
All right then.
I think it would be fastest to go to the Sphere Company, the group that developed the Eternal Sphere.
Sounds good.
The Sphere Company is in that place they call the Lost City, right?
That's right.
Let's go through the station to the Lost City. Everything that matters will happen after.
Alright, so now we can kind of run around. So, there's one place I want to go back to. So we still have some time in the stream. Yeah, let's go to the company that made our world and file a complaint. Yeah, basically. So, for those that are not familiar, this is the Pasado Forest, which was the first dungeon of the first disc, way back when. None of the enemies have changed, so if I run into any of them,
You're way uptight. Chill out, okay?
All right.
yeah, basically. The only reason why I'm coming back here is I want to go see. I just want to go see the spaceship where we crash landed, and then there's some other stuff I want to go do first. Yep, beating up the first monster in the game for $6 and no experience. Yeah. The actual reason I came back here is to go grab some stuff. And this is something that you should stop and take time to do now while you have the chance. I really came back here to come grab some stuff from the ruins of Kafir. You may remember, for those of you that have been with the stream for a while, there have been several points where I said, oh, I want to get 100% map completion here, but oh, I can't. And that was because we have not, until now, had this fine friend, the Ring of Disintegration. So now that we have this, we can basically pull apart a bunch of stuff in the ruins that we couldn't before. Oh yeah, I can also say hello to the kids that I made friends with my first time here. I will probably go do that, but I want to grab a couple of items that I couldn't before I forget. I just have to remember where those items are, and it will probably take a minute because my memory is like shot full of holes. So as you can see, there are a bunch of things I can kind of just use the ring on. For example, these doors. $65,000 full. An Earth Pixie. Yeah, so a lot of like the Pixie materials, in case you're wondering what those are for. It's like, what the heck's a Pixie for? Basically, you can use these Pixie items to perfect berries. You can use these Pixie items to enhance weapons, to shoot powerful balls of wind or earth, or increase your resistance to certain things, etc. Is basically all they're good for. I may go by and say hello to the kids, but I mostly just want to get all the loot. Or, as my dear friend Pleasantly Twisted would say, what I really want is, you know, the simplest way to put it. I am all about the dollary dues. Right, so I just gotta figure out. Yeah, exactly. Vallejo is putting down what I am in fact picking up what I am in fact putting down. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that place is all blocked off. Yeah, there are a couple more places we can pick up some stuff here, so I'm gonna do that, and then head over to Whipple to go see the kids. And then probably by like 7:20ish, I'm gonna see who we can find to drop a raid on, and then that'll be us for the night. Mostly what's probably going to happen is that I'm going to spend some time off stream grinding back at Moonbase now that I can get there without too much trouble. I'm going to spend some time grind a bunch at Moonbase, maybe prep some characters material, characters weapons and stuff if I can, but might be a tough ask, so we'll see about that. But that said, I do want to see if I can complete this map, because if I get more scale bunnies, what that means is that I sell them, make more money. I make more money, that means I have more stuff for synthesis later. If I have more stuff for synthesis later, I can continue to break this game over my knee. Like I said, under no circumstances do you ever want to give enemies a fair fight in Star Ocean. Never give enemies a fair fight in this game. Not once. Got a battle trophy for that. I'll take that. So, one thing you can do, and I'm probably not going to do it on account of I'm not a masochist. So, when we got this Ring of Disintegration that I'm using right now, we also 10 consecutive claps. You know it. So when we got the Ring of Disintegration that I'm using right now, we also got an item called the Gutsy Bunny. The description is that it lets you enjoy heated battles even against weaklings.
I won't hold anything back. All right.
I'm trying to remember where else I saw other stuff that I couldn't pick up because I couldn't reach it. I'm trying to go back to it as much as I can, but that's a death battle I wouldn't get tired of. I hate you! Yeah, Gutsy Bunny is a whole difficulty mode on its own, yeah. So, right, to finish explaining it, since Akime reminded me that I should. So, the thing with the Gutsy Bunny is that the official description is enjoy heated battles even against weaklings. What it does, functionally speaking, is pump up the stats of whatever you're facing. Okay, I'll put it on just one character so we can get an idea. Oh. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my Christ. I did it to myself this whole fucking time. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna make sure that I clip this and properly explain it for the clip. But the reason why I was basically dying of laughter is because I forgot that I equipped the Gutsy Bunny on Maria. And at the end of last stream, Maria was in our party. Both when we were running around on the planet Styx and when we fought the security guards. So, when Stubby earlier was like, why did the security guards clap you? They were so much easier this time. It's because I didn't have Maria with the fucking Gutsy Bunny in my party. So, as Akime was saying in chat, let's scroll up a little bit. The Gutsy Bunny will increase the stats of any enemies you run into while it's equipped by some ridiculous amount. There is a reason why it's saying the EXP award increases, but it is not a good idea to use it on powerful enemies. I tried using slash marker and I don't think it... Oh. No, it does work. I'm gonna mark it right now. Yeah, end of Gutsy Bunny pain. I just put it in there. So I'm gonna have to go back a little bit from this point. I wish I'd remembered to put in the marker when I started laughing. That would have been great. But, so TLDR, I fucked myself over this entire time by leaving the Gutsy Bunny on for fights that I really should not have had it on for, including everything on the planet Styx. So, just so that we can see the effect for real, I'm gonna swap in Maria here because it is less likely that the enemies here with the Gutsy Bunny boost are going to like take our entrails out through our assholes and then throw them against the wall. It's okay, we were just helping the narrative tension. Alright.
I could use a little sparring practice. That was easy.
Okay. So they went from giving no XP to giving like 200. Okay. TLDR. And I think at this point they were giving like maybe 3 or 4 or 5. They were still weak. Oh no, game visuals. Oh. Okay. Sorry. Oh. Okay, at least I remember it this time. Okay, so with Gutsy Bunny on.
This will be the last time you mess with me.
What do you think you're doing? What do you think you're doing? Oh, you got it. That was easy.
So they still die really easily. But now we get 200 XP. Yay. TLDR. So with the Gutsy Bunny, my point with all of that is, now that I'm like done like laughing in agony, I really should mod somebody at some point so they can also do marker stuff because I'm gonna forget. Yeah, the XP bonus only like 30%, not very good. Yeah. The long and short of it is, the Gutsy Bunny, so basically though, so the only situation in which I imagine it would be really good is, if by some chance you, if you choose to do exactly the thing it tells you not to do, and use it on enemies that are at level for you, that is probably the best way to get use out of it. Because if you have the triple XP multiplier plus an extra 30% is, that's real good. But, yeah, it's good if you exploit AAAs since you can deflect a ton of damage back. Yeah. If you have, like, damage aura on, it's probably really good. Okay. I wanted to 100% the Ruins of Kafir, but, right now, I think I'm just, like, emotionally shattered by the fact that I basically fucked myself over all of last stream just because I forgot that I put the Gutsy Bunny on Maria. Like, it's funny, but it's also like I cannot overemphasize, like, emotionally how much I'm screaming on the inside at that. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Moonbase. Yeah, it's revenge for beating the game, for breaking the game. Yeah, probably.
That was easy.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to Moonbase, and I'm gonna start by grinding, just because I want, like, Maria and I need my characters that are not at level to get a little stronger. So I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding over at Moonbase to close us out for the stream. Yeah, oh, those slimes are randomly immune to ice. Yeah. Alright then. SO3 for satellite. It is dinner time for me. Good luck. Thank you for stopping by, Stubby. As per usual, you are always appreciated. So here we are, back at the Moonbase. So tactics replace. So basically, I'm not gonna get them all the way up here, all the way up to that on stream right away, obviously. But hold on. Okay, good. Right, she has the Mind Saber on. Thank fucking. Wow, that was wild. Okay, so I'm gonna do a little bit of grind, just a little bit, and then we'll end off stream on a happy note. Okay, hold on. A second, items.
That was easy.
Alright, I guess I gotta go find those robot looking dudes to get a bigger gauge bonus. Now, in theory, I could put on the Gutsy Bunny here. Okay, I'm gonna do something real silly. Even though I just said I wasn't gonna do this, let's do it anyway. Because what is self-preservation? I could, but I also don't think that it actually boosts the bonus battle rate at all, which is what I need right now. So, I think Sin very gently reminding me that that's not a thing I should do is actually a good idea. I'm just gonna go see if I can find some robot dudes and go punch them in the face or something. I don't know enough to dissuade you, but you do. Yeah. Yeah, TLDR, Sinchek, the thing with the Gutsy Bunny. So, I don't know if you missed it, but like I was doing a lot of laughing that turned into like a crying laugh a little while ago. That was because the long and short of it is that I accidentally had on the Gutsy Bunny while we were ending stream yesterday. And so, oh yeah, the beginning of that. Yeah. So the TLDR on that, because I unfortunately now can't go back and clip it, I don't think. But the TLDR is that the Gutsy Bunny makes enemies what's the right way to put it? The Gutsy Bunny makes enemies stronger when it's equipped on characters, and the end result of that is that, as it says in the item's very own description, don't use it on strong enemies. because what will happen is they get an obscene stats boost, and if you're using it on enemies that are on par with you, they immediately become much stronger and much more dangerous, to the degree that they will, in fact, like, when I say that they will clap you and then walk away laughing, I'm not joking. They will fucking clap you. And that is exactly why stream ended the last... Yeah, I left that on Maria without realizing it for the entirety of... Yeah, so the Gutsy Bunny was like... Yeah, go ahead and finish the thought, because whatever you're thinking is probably what it is.
Here we go, guys.
Yeah.
Looks like an even
You're running on empty.
Yeah, pretty much sincere. That's pretty much exactly what happened. Yeah, pretty much. That is exactly what happened. So, you know, I suffered. So, to read it all out. Yeah. So the Gutsy Bunny was like, let me upgrade your enemies, they seem weak. Actually, no, I was good already. Can we... Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I brought it on myself, effectively. Okay, so yeah, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I have suffered from my hubris. Thank you all for coming by the stream. I deeply appreciate it. I'm gonna find us a place to drop us off with. Gutsy Bunny used to be bugged in the non-director's cut of the game, like if you equipped it in battle, enemies with a lot of max HP would overflow and become low. Since Chick masters his keyboard, I have suffered from my hubris, I am losing it. I mean, it's the truth though. Alright, so we're gonna raid over to, Swordsfall, thank you for the raid. But... Thank you so much for the raid. But you literally came in... I wish I could keep going. I want to keep going, but like... Emily, thank you so much for the follow. Hold up. Yeah, we might have to double raid. Oh. Blood Dead Cheers. Thank you so much for the follow. Alright, y'all, give me 1 sec. Gotta talk to somebody about a thing. Thank y'all so much for the raids. Give me 1 second. Gotta talk with somebody about a thing. Yeah. The timing was almost perfect. I wish. I really and truly wish I could go on for another half an hour, but I keep my promises to my friend, my roommate. So unfortunately, I would go on for another half an hour, but also y'all literally missed me like breaking down emotionally, not literally, but metaphorically, because I literally caused myself to get clapped at the end of last stream by virtue of not checking my item equipment. So I'm like energy outed. Hold up. Why did it do that? Oop. Sorry. Nightbot is mean sometimes, Brandon. I don't know what you did. Sometimes it does silly things. You might have said a forbidden word by accident, but I'll look. Yes. Yeah. Nightbot's mean. Okay, so. Alright, folks. Much as I wish I could go on for another half an hour now that y'all are here, I gotta actually drop you off with my buddy. Oh, it was that again? Yeah. So, I hate to like do the double raid, but we gotta, because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow and like grind and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm gonna drop y'all off over at my friend Honorian, who is currently playing one of my actual favorite RPGs, aside from this one technically, Breath of Fire 3. Make sure that when you drop by, you drop in a good old SJH does raids, so that he knows who sent you. Yep, let's go see our dad. So thank y'all for coming by. Thank everybody for the new follows and everything. I will see you again this Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll do more Star Ocean stuff, and we'll have a bunch of fun. So, not the betrayer. Unfortunately, the betrayer. Look at it this way, Brandon. Now you get to yell at him in person yourself. So, I'll see y'all Friday. Thanks for coming by.